This is Module 4 of the Happiness Formula course, where we're going to be continuing with the Happiness Formula. Let's review Exercise 4 from Module 3 first, where we ask the question, what are you grateful for in your life right now? Did you do the exercise? Did you make a list of things that you appreciate about your life, that are good in your life, that are great in your life? Make sure you've written down at least 3 or 4 things for which you are grateful. Don't go on without doing this exercise. Pause the video right here if you have to, because you have to make gratitude a habit. It's the first component to the happiness formula, and it's a key step to eliminating unhappiness, which can then help achieve total life happiness by using all the other components of the formula. So make sure you do this, and then we'll go on. Okay, so what we've done so far with the happiness formula is we've taken care of the gratitude component, the G component of the formula. What we're going to do next is look at the next component, which is DH, or your definition of happiness. And this has to be your definition of happiness, not someone else's definition. Because really, everyone's definition of happiness is different. Nobody is the same. Everyone is different, and everyone has a different perspective on life and what would make them happy. And most people don't really know their definition of happiness. We see this all the time with celebrities and sports stars especially, where they have fame and fortune and recognition and people love them and they think that's what will make them happy. But a lot of them are not as happy as they could be. We see that very frequently. Most people don't really know and haven't really thought about what their definition of happiness is. And you can't be happy without it. You have to know what your definition of happiness is, because you have to then create a plan to achieve that definition of happiness. So everyone's happiness definition is different. Most people don't know it, and you can't be happy without it. So what we want to do in the next part of this video course is to figure out your definition of happiness, whether that's a relationship, your family, a better sex life, more money, wealth and travel and things that might make you happy, peace of mind, whatever it is that would make you happy, adventure and travel, things that are so important to you that you need to be happy, a better job, things that you're passionate about, a more spiritual nature, health and fitness, whatever it is that's going to make you totally happy in your life, that's what you have to focus on here to define happiness for yourself. What would it look like if you looked up in the dictionary under your name and happiness? What would that definition be? So the next step toward your happiest possible life, which is true and total happiness, is to define happiness for yourself. It's not always easy. Like I said, many people don't even know it and hadn't even thought about it. Many people have thought about it, but it's not always what you think that would make you happy. It's a process that you have to go through in order to define happiness for yourself. But once it's defined, life will change dramatically and for the better. So that's the next part of this video course, is an exercise to start having you think about what you need in your life to be happy. Not what you think you want in your life to be happy, but what you absolutely need in your life to be happy. You may want to have less stress, but the truth is, you may be just as happy, totally happy, with just as much stress in your life if there are other things that you really need in your life to be happy. So for this exercise, what we want you to do is write down at least 4 things you feel you need in your life to be totally happy. Think back to when you were a child, what you were passionate about. Think back to when you were in your teens or when you were a young adult. What did you need in your life to be totally happy? Don't go on until you do this exercise. Pause the video now and do this exercise. Write down at least 4 things that you feel you need in your life to be totally happy. And then we'll move on. Okay, I hope you did that exercise, because it's setting the stage for your life of total happiness. The next component of the formula is the C component, which is contribution. Now, contribution may have shown up in your definition of happiness, but the truth is, People are happier when they are helping others, no matter what your definition of happiness is. And it doesn't have to be a financial contribution. Any type of contribution to society and to other people, your time, whatever it is counts as contribution. And importantly, you have to contribute to yourself as well, not just to other people. So if contribution is in your definition of happiness, you have a need to help other people, then this is going to be a more important component. But even if it isn't in your definition, then it is still an important component of lifelong total happiness. Because if you want to be truly happy, you must develop a habit of contribution, both to yourself and to others. And this is not automatic for many people. It requires a plan for a lot of people. For some people it is automatic. But for many people, and perhaps most people, it requires a plan. You have to make it a habit, like so much else in this formula. And you can't forget about yourself. You can't just be contributing to others and not contribute to yourself. So to end up Module 4, what we're going to do here is another exercise and figure out how can you contribute on a regular basis. Write down 2 or 3 ways you can contribute to others on a regular basis starting today. This is just to others. We're going to talk about ourselves in the Happiness Academy, but right now, how can you contribute to others on a regular basis? Do this and don't go into the next module until you complete this exercise. How can you contribute to others? As simple as it might be, or as complicated. You might want to volunteer somewhere. Just giving your time to someone you love, someone that needs you. How can you contribute to others? Write down the list, and then we'll move on.